This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so Drake is teed up to have Album of the Year, says Joe Budden. Okay, so some sexy songs for you. It actually does grow on you. He was right about that. And then, I don't know, it's just, it is what it is, man. Like, I don't think it's going to get Grammys or anything, but it's going to be one of the better albums that dropped this year. And if Drake drops another album this year for himself, I feel like you're going to get some of his best music, because when your back's against the wall and you got something to prove, you make your best material. So all Kendrick did is kind of rebirth Drake. I'm going to be honest with you. This whole experience, all it did was probably give Drake another couple years. Kendrick's having his moment. He's going to continue to have his moment, and Drake's like reborn again, to be honest with you. That's how I look at it. It is what it is. Dody6, this guy is a sucker, bro. Like, he said all that stuff. Kendrick put you on his album, and nobody knew who you were from a can of paint. And then you come out and diss him, and then you get on your knees and apologize. Like a sucker. Like, pick a side, man. Pick a side, bro. I'm going to publicly apologize to Kendrick for calling him a biatch. He's far from that. Dody6. He needs to get DP'd again in his hood. He needs to get DP'd again. I can't stand that. I keep seeing this thing with Papoose in Africa, going around like he's somebody. Yo, can't stay at the resorts. Where can't be at the resorts. Gotta reach out and touch the people. Let me find out he's there for like a business meeting or something with TuneCore or something, acting like he's out there touching the people. Bro, you got 100,000 monthly listeners. Nobody knows your music out there. They barely know who you are. They know you're from America, and you got a camera on you. So it's something. He'd be thinking they got him gassed up out there like he's somebody. Like, stop at it. Get out of here. Drake wins $1 million payout after betting $620,000 on Minnesota Timberwolves. Yeah, we reported this last night. He bet against LeBron and won. LeBron's probably pissed. See, LeBron is he's a horrible friend, bro. He's just a horrible friend. For what he did to Drake and just chose sides and went against him, that is crazy work, bro. I can't lie. That's crazy work. LeBron, you remember the Pusha T thing? What'd I tell you, man? You told me take the better road. And LeBron's like, yeah. Like he's Drake's dad. Drake should have stopped being friends with him at that moment. Had you on his show and sundew like that, what'd I tell you in the text message? You told me, Drake, you're on his level. Like, what are you doing? Like, for Drake letting that happen was crazy work, too. Young Thug lies through his teeth on the Rich Homie Quan situation. The guy from GQ asked him, yo, so what happened with you and Rich Homie Quan? He's like, two guys working, we just grew apart, man. We became our own superstars, and, he wanted to do his own music. That's what it seemed like. I didn't really care, man. I wasn't on that. This was all over YF and Lucci, Nut. That's what it was over. The same thing he was in court for. That's why he couldn't tell. He's never going to tell you the real story. He's never going to tell you the real story of that was a beef for someone else, and he wanted Rich Homie Quan to choose a side at that moment, and he didn't choose the side. He had to stay with TIG. He was signed to them, right? And Young Thug couldn't understand that, so he had a beef with him. And that was lame to me. That you couldn't understand that. I get it. It's business. It's too young, though. Too young to understand, But honestly, I could just tell, man, like, and I'm not trying to be negative or anything, but after he reacted, see, I thought he had learned his lesson when he came out of jail. Then he said that stuff about the district attorney's office and people that work there. And I was like, oh, he didn't learn his lesson. They're going to make an example of him eventually. If he gets too comfortable, he's going to mess up, which is sad. He has kids and a family dependent on him. I hope he doesn't, man, but he'll go back and do 35 years in a heartbeat if they catch him doing the wrong thing. Anyways, Jordan Tower with JT News. I'm not going to stretch it out too long. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.